Hello there. Welcome to the Love and Laugh Joycast with John Peters and Cha, comedian Cha. Good to have you, Cha.
Well,
How are
thank
you
you.
tonight?
Pretty good. I think I'm a little bit better because Ed's not here. You think he'd be
Okay.
listening in?
Yeah, Ed is not with us tonight. He's still alive. Good to know. He's alive and well in New York City with his new bride, and they are seeing the sights.
Oh, wow. Well, I wish I
So
could see the sights. I didn't put my contact lens in, so I can't see anything.
No.
that's
Yeah.
okay. I'm from Jersey. I'm used to not seeing anything for the smog. You
They
know.
look, see this? Look at this.
Are
Nope.
those your contacts?
Yeah, no. Yeah, I lost it. I took them out, put them back in, took them out, put them back in, and in the meantime, I have nothing. The clear ones, you can't. How do you do that? I mean, how do you do contact lenses when they're clear? You can't see, so you're supposed to put it on your eye to see. I don't get it.
Maybe they're placebo lenses. You pretend to put them there, and miraculously you see.
Oh yeah, sugar. Yeah, no, it's
You
amazing.
really lost them now? They're right in front of you. Might they could
Yeah,
be anywhere.
somewhere. I mean, I can see, but
Okay,
who
just barely
cares?
because I was holding up a sign and you couldn't see it. I had to make it really large.
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh
what
yeah.
happens.
Well, you're a blur, so we know that. So
Well, it's probably an improvement.
me too.
I don't know if you can tell, but I started to grow a goatee.
Yeah.
You did not.
I did. I just did.
Mm-hmm.
I've never done that before. I can't grow a beard because I look like a homeless guy.
Okay.
But it works out well. I walk the streets, they give me money, feel sorry for me. But I thought, you know what? I actually was doing one of those online things where you put different masks, like hats and ears and stuff. And I put a goatee on. I thought, that looks good. I look like Iron Man.
Oh really?
So
Poor
I'm
Iron
going to
Man.
grow one. Maybe I'll look like Iron Man.
Yeah, you're around bashing Iron Man now. My gosh, it was a good thing, but now you messed it up.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
if you did, I will.
right. And I said to Mary Lou, I'm going to grow a goatee. She said, if you do, so will I.
Oh yeah,
So
that's it.
we've been married so many years that that's how it goes.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure
Hi,
she'll
Mary
look
Lou.
better. Say hi, honey.
Hello.
I'm sure she'll look better in a goatee than I will, but we'll try it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what I
John, you look better with your face clean.
I know, but I'm 66. I got to try something.
Well,
yeah.
So
But last week I forgot to put in the plug.
okay. Well, you want to do that first thing?
Sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I don't have an outlet.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, that. All right. Live with Naz. It's 11:30 at night Eastern time, and the left coast it's 8:30. And it's fun, laughs, laughter, and encouragement. And anyone is welcome as long as you keep it clean. And it's on his Facebook page, comedian Nazareth, like the town, N-A-Z. There you go, Live with Naz. And once you go in, you could just say your name, first name, and state, and see if you're funny or not.
What happens if you're not? Does it help you get funnier?
It can. It can. But it's he does a really good job. He really does do a really good job. And now comedians are getting back in the line of work because yes, comedians. Yeah. So that's the plug.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I was actually typing this in and I mistyped it. I wrote lice with Naz, L-I-C instead of live. So I corrected it. So
okay. All right.
Live with Naz, not lice with Naz. That's a different show.
So why don't you type in comedian Nazareth Facebook?
Okay. This is wonderful new tech.
According to localcares.com.
Oh, don't get me started with this thing. This, the hello Google, whatever, hey Google.
Uh-huh.
I can't get it to work, but when you don't want it to work, it spouts out. It really does.
Yeah. There's a thing actually peculiar to our generation. It's called smart speaker rage.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have a mind of their own and they'll just start ringing alarms or saying something,
Yeah.
and you tell them to shut up and they won't shut up. So it's like scolding,
Mm-hmm.
an elderly grandmother or something, grandma, or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I scold it. I actually yell. I don't curse, but I do yell. I softly, well, how can I put it? I Christian curse it. I
Mm-hmm.
don't use foul words. I just tell it to shut up, stupid, something like that. I keep it
Right.
clean,
Right.
but I do smart speaker rage.
Mm-hmm. You know what?
Why?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're talking Google speakers. Do you know what that is?
I know Google. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing you have on your phone. They have speakers. Mine's on the other side, where you just talk to the speaker and it'll answer you,
Mm-hmm.
tell you what time, tell you the weather, play your song. They're
Okay.
great when they work.
Right.
They have a mind of their own,
They
and I
do.
yell at it. I
They
yell at
do.
it.
They do. So tell me how your week's been going, so I can pick it apart. Let's go.
All right, I could use some psychiatric counseling.
Uh-huh. Let's start by spelling it.
Spelling, yeah. Well, today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. The good news is the kids have off from school tomorrow.
For what now?
I don't know. It's some holiday, whatever. Not official. It doesn't matter as long as I don't have to get up early.
Uh-huh.
I'll have my two grandsons. We'll all sleep late, and it'll be wonderful. So no
Mhm.
matter what went on this week, Friday's off. We sleep late. Life is good again.
Mhm.
So that's
Mhm.
tomorrow. But it's been a good week. Last Friday night, I did a show at our church, a
Mhm.
coffee house.
Mhm.
It went really well. I think that was last Friday, and it went really well. Maybe it was it was the 15th. Yeah, and it went well. We had 5 comedians.
Mhm.
Um, Two of them, actually, three of them were from my church that had never really done stand-up comedy before,
Mhm.
and they did really good for a first-time effort because
Oh, good.
you can remember your first time.
Mhm.
It makes you nervous. They did well.
Mhm.
The one, his name's Jordan, joined me on Robert G. Lee's writing group this week.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he did some material, and we helped him rewrite it, things like that. So that
Mhm.
was a highlight, and
Mhm.
so I was just kind of riding the wave of that through this week.
Mhm. And the reason why we're doing this exercise is just an exercise right now because we're getting used to the format and other, of course, other shows are going to be interviews and we're going to be doing comedy
Right,
and suggestions from people that they can chat and see, put them up with a challenge as well.
right, right,
And but this is a different venue. I like it better, but like everything else, you got to get the knots out, the naughty knots out.
Mhm.
Well, we did get one naughty knot out. I did, but
Yeah,
anyway.
but we won't. We'll talk nice of him when he's not here.
That's
We'll
funny.
chew him up when he is here. Though. No. Yeah, Ed's great. He's a good comedy friend, very faithful. So
Yeah.
Ed, when you watch this, we're talking nice about you.
Hmm. Yeah. Now, for me, I'm back on the singles,
Okay.
and
All right,
yeah.
let's talk about it. Did you
Okay.
go out at all this week or what?
Well, no. What was the question?
Singles dating.
No. Yeah, I'm done with that.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, but I guess the online is coming back. Uh, they did a little hiatus because of COVID. Where you going to take anyone when everything is shut down?
Right.
But I'm really not looking forward to it. I've been doing the house, repairing it, painting it, redecorating it, and all those things. But I remember going online, and then one of the things I noticed that everyone, if you will, say, they have an average, body time. They're average,
Mhm.
and the one guy I met, when he was average, he averaged 400 pounds. I mean, it's just not enough honesty out there.
Wow.
Yeah, and then what's interesting is where you go. This one guy, he took me to a restaurant, and with a wonderful playground. So that went well. That went well, and
Not like a kingly place to eat.
yeah, yeah. Hmm. And so it's tough. It's tough being single. It's tough being married. It's all those things.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I'm honest. I mean, with
Yep.
everything
No,
else.
you are honest,
Oh
brutally
yeah,
honest.
in my profile.
Painfully, yes.
Yeah, I am. I'm very honest in my profile. I just have to wait until the Botox and the facelift, for that. That's as honest. That's honest at
Okay.
least.
All right.
I don't tell them that, but that's
So
interesting.
you don't tell them about enhancements.
No, not at all. No, they wouldn't believe it anyway. Yeah, and then it's you meet interesting people like anything else, and everyone's putting themselves out there. You get vulnerable. You can be or whatever, but gosh, when they don't look like. I mean, don't they know that you can get a clue by that? I mean, if they're saying they're like 180 pounds, they're coming across, larger than that, or any other type of telltale, you're going to be found out. So,
Well, what you're saying is they Photoshop their picture and they
I
kind of take the edges and squeeze it a little bit.
yeah, I mean, I don't go that far. I use my neighbor's picture. uh, so I I think that's a little bit more honest than
Right.
a picture from when you were 20. That's the IQ. I mean, but I did one time use a picture of my identical twin. I did.
Did you
That's not
really?
that bad. No, I mean, he's much more handsome than I am. So that works pretty well. That
Yeah, it
really
was
does.
the 5 o'clock shadow that might have set him off.
Oh my gosh. What is about the shadow and that, what is it, a gopher or something like that for February? What is that thing called?
Oh, the groundhog. Yeah.
Yeah, in Pennsylvania. Right.
There's a place called Punxsutawney where they
Right.
had the fat trained groundhog come out, and
Hmm.
they say that whether the winter's going to be short or long. And these are grown, intelligent individuals, men and women that
Uh-huh.
just lose their mind in the middle of February.
I mean, give me a break. They're getting the advice from what? A rodent. That's a
A rat, a big fat rat. Yeah.
yeah. Like some of the dates I had, I could very easily detect that.
Yeah.
And so, and you've been married for such a long period of time, and I asked you one time, and I hope Mary Lou doesn't mind if I say this, but the reason why your marriage lasts so long, you say those sweet 3-letter words to her. Honey, you're right. And so you get pretty much
That
happy
is
that way.
definitely,
Honey, you're right. The
that
3-letter
is
words.
what do you call that? Our love language. Honey, you're right. I gotta try this.
Oh, there
Yes,
you
dear.
go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, no, we do have pet names for each other. I
Mhm.
call her Honey. She calls me the Help.
I get that. No, I don't.
She doesn't
It's
like that joke. Did you hear her?
Yeah, the first time you said the joke, I didn't get it. The second time, forget about it.
She's heckling. My wife's heckling me behind the green screen here.
Is she? Well, she has a
You
right
know,
to.
you know
Yeah, she has a right to do that.
it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So then I went back and I got a call from Nissan. And this was when last week I was telling you guys that they gave me auction price for my car. And it was 6,007. They're going to throw another $7,000. And they're looking for this chip in my car. And my car's worth, trade is like 14,000. And so I talked with them and I said, that wasn't nice. I really did. I said, that wasn't nice. You lied. And they called me back and they apologized, what have you, and I just don't get where you can really be that blatantly lie and call yourself a business. You know,
half the price is what you're saying. You said it was worth
right, half the price.
Wow.
Half the price. And it's like anything else. I mean, then you got weathermen. I mean, they get paid even though what? They're wrong.
They're wrong. Yeah.
Right. So that's another profession that, who knows? It's,
yeah.
I don't get it. I mean, supposing the doctor was only right 30% of the time or 50% of the time. And that doesn't sound
You
good.
might lose the wrong arm. You might get confused.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, speaking of doctors, I have some really good news.
Mm-hmm.
I had a video chat with my primary care physician today.
Mm-hmm.
And everything is perfect. My blood work's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
No kidding. I have to give God praise.
Mm-hmm.
I got healed of diabetes, arthritic pain, high blood pressure. What else? High cholesterol, high triglycerides, all these things. It took a year of eating right, and I am totally healed. Even they were looking at cancer. Well, the cancer doctor, after a year and a half, said, "Look, we don't see anything. You're fine. We're discharged."
Mm-hmm.
So
that's wonderful, but you're not healed of. I mean, we still got Ed, and
we still have Ed and a really annoying sense of humor. I mean, that's what I have.
No sense, no humor.
No, yeah, very, very, very annoying.
And then talk about the doctors. I took my dog to see the vet. We wait in the exam room, and she starts knocking. She comes in, and I looked at her. I said, "Why are you knocking? Did you really think my dog was undressing?" I don't get that. And then what happened after that? The lab technician comes in and knocks. The groomer comes in and knocks. I don't. Some things I just don't get out. I just don't get it.
Yeah, I was at the vet's not too long ago, and I noticed that the conversation at the vet's was very similar to the conversation at my house when the grandkids are there.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down, no whining, and don't pee on the floor.
That's right. That's right.
I got to find this out.
Mm-hmm. There you go. There you go. Yeah. So, and we're both in the military. We were both in the military. You got kicked out. I didn't. And
no, I actually I got an honorable discharge.
Really?
I did.
So did I.
So did my wife.
She did. Yeah, she did. Yes. Yep. Navy, right?
Yes,
Navy.
ma'am.
Navy.
Yep.
Yeah, Blue Navy.
And my son right now is in the Naval Reserves, a lifer.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So,
that's interesting. And when I went through basic training, I was asked, I said, whoever got along with their drill sergeants? And I was just amazed. Nobody. No, but I did. I mean, because whenever they said, present arms, I hugged them. I don't get why any of that. And something about, did you ever work on those, what are they called? Claymore mines.
No, never did. Not in the Navy.
Right. Well, they have the blast. You're supposed to, turn the device, if you will, towards the enemy.
Right.
Because if you got it reversed.
Right.
Okay. That's a no-go. And so they put on the really large letters, towards enemy. And I got to tell you, so I leave it up to the military to really put that notice on both sides. It was just a 50-50 chance you flip a coin. It was really, really.
Wow.
My gosh.
I bet they were made in China too, right?
Maybe it was. Yeah, it could have been. Remember, things used to be in Japanese.
I remember that. Made in Japan. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have
Yeah.
a 7-year-old grandson, Cha. His name's Freddie.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, I picked him up from school, and he said, "Grandpa, how come people in the military can't scratch their itches?" I said, "Why?"
Mm-hmm.
He said, "They can't scratch. They're not allowed to move." I said, "Well, Freddie, not all the time." I thought that was brilliant that he picked up on that. You know, you got to
Gosh.
stand still all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then what was your MOS? Mine was in the medical field. What were you doing?
Well, I was your equivalent. I was a hospital corpsman.
I was
Mhm.
LPN.
My wife was, well, I guess she was like a core wave, but she was an LPN. Early worked at,
Really?
yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Well, then she'll understand this. Like when you're given, injections, there are a lot of people that are very afraid just the sight of needles.
mhm,
And so before I gave the injection, I would turn my head. It scared me. It scared me too. It was really difficult. But being a medic and out there, you had to improvise on everything. You went out there and the anatomical splint. I mean, I would put 2 or 3 people together and you might as well have a potato sack ice.
That's a good idea.
So it was interesting. It was really interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and triage is different, which is sad. It's different.
Mhm.
Which was more sad was I was in charge of it. So
Wow.
yeah, I went by, who had who is the cutest.
Oh, was that your standard? Okay.
Yeah, who is the cutest?
All
Yeah,
right. Okay.
right.
What
So
goes
that
on in
weird.
StreamYard, Love and Laugh Joycast stays in Love and Laugh Joycast. Don't write your congressman about Cha.
Yeah, yeah, and then the guard. you have to be in for 20 years in order to get your letter, unless you go overseas or something like that.
Okay.
And I don't know. If you got 14 years in, you should still be able to collect.
I would think, yeah.
But no.
Well, we are really blessed. I'll be honest. I mean,
Mhm.
I love our country. I really do.
Yeah, I do.
We get our medical care from the VA hospital. To
Mm-hmm.
us, it's no charge, no cost. They've got Mary Lou wheelchairs. They got her scooter, a hospital
Yeah.
bed. They give us medication. I tell you what, I thank God for the United States and our
Yeah,
country.
that's
Where
true.
else in the world, they take care of their veterans. So,
Oh, because my family's from Germany, and some of us we became naturalized and then went into the service and what have you. So we really thought that was important. But speaking about my mother, the German mother, she there's something about Germans and stories. And she would take like these fairy tales and turn them into scary tales. And yeah, like Hansel and Gretel, there's so many versions of it, yeah, too, maybe. So by the time like I was 10, I knew 15 ways, to kidnap Hansel and Gretel. It was incredible. And then about the milk, remember the milk cartons, missing children and everything else like that? When my mother said, I call it my Namudi, she says, no, it wasn't the Americans that thought about putting pictures of missing children. It was the Germans, and they put it on beer bottles. That makes sense, right?
See, that makes sense.
Oh.
Yep. And
drinking beer, you might forget you have a kid. Where you put them?
Yeah, and for a long time, I thought the St. Polly girl was a missing child. I mean, she looked young enough. That was a picture of. I don't know if you drink, but I'm not saying I do either. But yeah, the St. Polly girl. I thought she was a missing child. It's and it's different when you're brought up like a European or a German or something, and then this culture or that culture. It's really different. It really is. Mm-hmm. And you consider it your norm. And my norm was the house was sterilized and
oh wow.
Yeah. It's very, very clean and boring. Wow. Now I know why I get my messy part. I'm in rebellion,
Yeah, well, it goes either one way or the other. You either go what your parents did or rebel opposite, right?
Yeah.
My house, my lineage is from Italy on my mother's side. Mm-hmm. So I had this wonderful Italian grandmother. We call her Nonna. Mm-hmm. And she could cook. I mean, when I was a kid, we'd go to her house, and we would have 3-course dinners. No kidding. Soup, salad, pasta. I was awesome. Great memories.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm part Italian too, and the Italian food is wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. I didn't like the German food. Oh my gosh, they boiled everything. They boiled
Oh, really? Okay.
protein, beef, pork, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I'm good. The food stinks. I'm convinced the reason why they're not starving is because they have good beer.
That's where they get their calories from.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. But their baked goods are good. Like I do a lot of bread baking and the strudels, and that they can do well. But the cooking, and then I was picked on. I was
Really?
I was smallest of the litter. So if you're the smallest of the litter in the German family, someone's got to play the accordion. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pom pom with oop poop poop. I mean, it didn't work. It really didn't work.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's devastating when you have to do things like that. When you got to take instrument lessons and what have you.
Well, my brother played the accordion. His name was Calvin. He played the accordion. I played the mandolin. My dad would play the piano.
Really?
Yeah.
That's great.
And we'd go to my grandmother's, and they'd always ask us to play Arrivederci Roma. Arrivederci Roma. And then my mom and my aunt would start weeping, hugging. Oh, mama, mama. And then as soon as the music stopped, they'd start arguing.
Oh, yeah.
And my mom would always say something to my grandma. I never to this day understood it. She'd say, a beachididi, mama, a beachididi. I don't know what that means to this day. To me, I thought she was using a bad word.
Yeah.
I've not been able to find the translation of that word. So maybe someday somebody that watches this. Facebook it, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Italians are crazy. They're wonderful, crazy.
My mother turned 95 on the 18th.
Wow.
Yeah, she's built like a German tank. I mean, she just keeps going. Wow. She's home alone. don't try that with me. Yeah.
Strudel and beer, that'll do it. That's
that's got to be that the yeast. Yeah, the yeast to make you hop.
Keep you regular. Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Well, listen, by special request, you asked if I would show a cartoon or two. And as we wind things up, I wanted to honor your request.
Okay.
The first one is I'm going to show you the cartoon of the joke that I told about the vet. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go.
I can't read it.
Can't read it.
No, you read it.
I'll read it. It says, when the conversation at the veterinarian's office is the same as at my house when the grandchildren are over, he's looking at his dog saying, sit down, no whining, and don't drool or pee on the floor.
Right.
And then, now this is next one is the one Ed and I co-wrote. It's the John and Ed Funnies. It's Noah on the Ark with the animal and his wife. His wife is hiding behind him, and she says, I didn't know he included cockroaches. And there's these 2 big cockroaches coming on board. You know how Ed is with cockroaches. Right?
Yeah, he is one. But, how long does it take you to draw such a thing?
It depends. I used to have an iPad. It was quicker. Probably 3 or 4 hours. And then you take it to the computer and color it in. So, but it's fun. It's a hobby. I enjoy it. It's very relaxing.
They're incredible. Those cartoons are incredible. I mean, wow. I saw them before. I said, yeah, that's not him. I mean that in a friendly
talented schlub.
Yeah, not him. No. And it was. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to wind up. This has been a lot of fun getting to know you a little bit, Cha. And maybe it's good that Ed wasn't here. I get to know you a little bit. Anything you want to promo or say to the audience as we wind up here?
No. I'm not good. Yeah. No.
I don't got squat.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been the Love and Laugh Joycast with John Peters and comedian Cha. Normally we have Ed the Med, and hopefully next week he'll be here. And I think, if I'm correctly, next week we have comedian Juanita. You know Juanita, right?
Oh, she's
She
funny.
is hilarious.
Oh my gosh, she does
Yeah.
that. Yeah, the Latino thing. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah.
right? That
So
one.
I'm looking
Yes.
forward to that. That's going to be fun. So
Yeah.
whoever sees this broadcast, tune in next Thursday, same time.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Cha. We're out of here.
All
Thanks
right.
so much. Here we go.
Auf Wiedersehen.